Hello, welcome back to The Sticky Show, where we hang out every Thursday. By the way, if you like The Sticky Show, you should subscribe now and also ring that bell.
Subscribe while you still can, everybody.
A couple weeks ago, there was a YouTube glitch and nobody got the videos in their feed.
True.
I don't know if having the bell on helps you get it, but some people got it. Just
people
ring the
who
bell.
click the bell got it.
You get it if you have the bell. You get it.
You guys are in the club.
Anyway, today we thought we'd answer some more of your relationship/sex questions because you have a lot of them for us, and you guys seem to like them. We like answering them.
And we like doing it.
We like doing it.
This to me is the greatest position.
For me and to you. Yeah?
Both.
Oh. Anyway, I took your questions from Instagram stories. If you're not following on Instagram, you should also do that. Why are you not on it?
Please follow me on Instagram too. My name is Steve Green Comedy on Instagram. Oh, I'm so glad I got that out.
I take the questions from mine, so.
Well,
Optional
but please
over
follow
here.
me as well.
Very
It's
optional.
not optional.
Question 1. How do you politely tell your husband that he doesn't do enough foreplay? Wow.
She doesn't, because I do.
Your husband doesn't?
I do tons of foreplay.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But we're helping this person.
Oh.
It's not always about you.
Okay. I was personalizing.
But yeah, Steve does do quite a bit of foreplay.
I'm a cunnilingus
We gotta
man.
tone it down. If Steve did not do enough foreplay, which granted, when I was in my 20s, I was like, skip the foreplay. I just want to get right to the dick.
Right, yeah.
But now I just really like that first.
Well, that's because you're with a guy who does it right.
That's true. That is 100% true. Yeah, I would just bring it up. I would just say, hey, I was reading an article. I like to blame it on a third party. So I was like, I was reading an article about how a lot of women
get really sad when their husbands don't go down on them. Isn't that funny?
It's weird. Like, a lot of focus groups have been studied and they said they need more foreplay. So maybe we could try that.
I also read it in this one magazine, I Want a Divorce.
Who reads magazines? Thoughts on living together before marriage? I highly, highly, highly recommend it. If you marry somebody, you are now in a legal contract with them and you do not know how you're gonna live with them yet. Like, what if they have the most craziest annoying personal habits and now you're stuck for life, or you have to pay a fuck ton of money to get out?
What if they're like big time snorers? You know what I'm saying? You can get an idea for what the situation is.
That's true, and maybe you should make them sleep on the couch, or maybe you just don't tell them that they need to come up to bed.
Oh damn. No, look, you want to live with the person mainly to just see how it goes.
Yeah,
right?
it's like a test run. It speeds it up no matter where you are in the relationship. If you're meant to break up, it'll speed it up. If you're meant to stay together, it'll speed that up.
That's very true.
So, good luck to you. What makes you lose control? Gaslighting and traffic.
Oh, yeah, gaslighting.
Gaslighting, for those of you who don't know what that is.
I still barely know.
It's like when something happened and something happened, and then the person that it happened with says that never happened. They are convincing you that really didn't happen and your memory is wrong. And I know my memory is right. But I know.
So unfortunately, Nikki has a crazy good memory, but I also come with a very poor memory.
And then later, sometimes the evidence shows that I was right and I go even more nuts.
There is just no winning.
There is winning. Just don't gaslight me. Stop gaslighting.
What if you don't even know you're gaslighting you?
Well,
what if my memory's poor, your memory's good, and I'm like, wait, I don't remember that shit.
Gaslighting technically is when the person knows what they're doing and they're gaslighting.
Correct.
Steve does this, but not intentionally, but it
not at
still
all.
is exactly as frustrating.
I have a poor memory, and so at times.
But you're so confident about.
That's correct.
About something not happening when it really did.
Confidence in all things. That's my fucking.
And he'll try
even things that I'm very.
He'll sometimes try to twist it to if he thinks he's in trouble.
Yeah, I'm a very unique person. Where when I'm in trouble,
that is not what happens.
I'm the only person in the world where when I'm in trouble, I try to twist things to make it.
I'm just saying what makes me lose control. When I think I'm in trouble, I say sorry. That was my bad.
So why?
No, but you know.
What are you talking about? If I think I fuck up, I say I fuck up.
But when you twist it, if you think you could get out of it, you twist it.
You always gotta try.
See, that is
Here's the thing. I was raised to not be a quitter, so I will never quit
until there's evidence that you are wrong.
And then I will cede the argument, and I will tip my hat, and I will say, "What a good discussion."
Good.
Glad we could have shit.
Good. Also, traffic fucking sucks. What's your guys' take on having sex while you're on your period? I don't like it.
I'm down, but if she's in pain, it's
it just doesn't feel good for me.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't judge anybody that does it. Like,
I judge them because I can't do it.
You can't have sex on your period. Who tops? Steve.
Nikki.
Always. What do you do if you always give your BF head or whatever, but he doesn't do it for you?
Dump his ass.
You wait. Have a conversation first. Don't jump. Maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't know he's supposed to because he knows. In all the porns, the girl gives lots of head, and for the guys it's kind of optional.
Well, the porns don't. The girls.
But that's the same.
No, but the girls in porns all have the kind of daddy issues that requires that sort of mentality.
No, but they still deserve it. They still deserve to have head.
They don't. They're bad girls.
Well, anyway, have a conversation, and then if he still doesn't do it, then you dump his out. And you're like, this ain't gonna work.
If there's something that you want that is, to me, something that is basic, like that.
Yeah, that is so basic.
And you're not getting that shit, you're gonna have all kind of problems later, bro. Think about that.
To me, it's like relationships are ultimately like end game. Most people, it's for marriage, right? Like as you get older, you're like, okay, well, like I'm dating so that I can settle down with somebody.
Yeah.
And that's a deal breaker. Unless you're just dating to like casual date and have fun. But like even then, it's like, is that really fun if you're not gonna have it back and reciprocated?
100% deal breaker.
How do you push yourself to date again after a bad relationship? That's a really good question.
The key is to push yourself.
Some people, you need a rebound right away. I did. I basically just needed to get his face out of my head, you know? And so the easiest way to do that was to like have a rebound. If you don't want to do that, I mean, there's always like focus on yourself stuff.
I know, it's such a mean.
You should do that. You should do that anyway. You should do that anyway. But also, if you want to like fool around, you can do that too.
You should try to fuck as much of it out of your head as you can.
I'm Steve's rebound.
That's true.
What's the key to good communication?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, yeah. Let us know in the comments when you find it.
Somebody answer that for us. I have no idea.
What do you do if he thinks sex once a week is enough and I want 4 to 5 times a week?
Jump his ass 4 to 5 times a week.
Sis, I have been there. Let me tell you.
Let me tell you, girl.
Try lingerie.
Oh,
That's a good go-to.
That's good.
Don't let him eat cheese.
That's for sure.
Any excuses that he has, just try to find ways to prevent those.
Yeah.
So if he's like, I'm tired, make sure his ass sleeps 8 hours.
Yeah.
If he's like, oh, I have headaches all the time, make sure you have Tylenol on hand.
Yep. Get it on, just on your purse.
If he's like, oh, I'm drunk. I don't know. At that point, I guess you should just get drunk too and like call it a wash.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, because there's no recovery for that.
That's pretty smart. He's like, oh, I'm super busy. Then you do
Oh,
all the chores,
busy,
clear
that's
the
a good
schedule.
You think he's just busy doing chores?
You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't have a job or anything. He's just doing chores.
Yeah, he's just choring.
Like, oh man, the lawn's all mowed.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Guess I'm gonna have to sex.
Exactly.
Good luck to you.
You can do it.
How important is sex for a relationship, and can one survive without it until, of course, they get married? Just like the moving in together thing that you definitely should do before marriage. And this, listen, I'm not trying to speak for everybody, but for me, you definitely want to test drive some cars before you purchase.
Yeah, but some people are out there religious and they're like, well, I gotta do it. I'm gonna do it the first time.
Hey, I hear you. I feel you. And guess what? If you wait and then you get married and then you have sex and you're able to be happy, like that's cool. Yeah. I am not that big of a risk taker in that department.
Dude, what I think, and this is no offense to you out there, but I think that there's something to this where it's like, even if you've never had sex before and you're two virgins getting married and you're fucking, both of you can be really bad and you don't know that you're bad. Yeah. And that's good.
And that's a huge plus for you. However...
Or maybe you're both fucking great, too.
I think that there is a really special chemistry. So when you have sex, I feel like it either amplifies the love that you have for the person or it kind of like slowly diminishes it. Yeah. And that's how you kind of tell if you have chemistry or not. And so like... with some people you think like, oh, we get along really well, and then you have sex and like over time you're like, I don't really feel like having sex. It's like it's not that big of a deal in my relationship. Like my first couple relationships, I really thought like sex is not that big of a deal in a relationship because like it's whatever. But that's because I never had good sex before. Yeah. And then once I had good sex and I knew that was out there, I was like, oh shit, if I lock it down with someone, it's gotta be like really good. Yeah. Or else I mean, I'm just gonna get over having sex. I'm just gonna get over it. Well, those were all the questions we had from you today. Thank you so much for submitting them. If you have a question, you can leave it in the comments or you can follow us on Instagram Follow us on Instagram
Follow me,
stories,
please.
especially. Check our stories out. You should follow us everywhere.
We would love it if you would follow us. We would love it if you would go check out our podcast. We post it every Thursday. And go if you're on
did it today.
If you're on iTunes, which everyone's on iTunes, go rate us. It helps out so freaking much. So yeah, please do that.
Subscribe so you don't miss any of this, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.